rods, walk them down, pull up in front of the fish, hook two more, and give them some rods to fight fish with. So I've seen it all go wrong. If there's a way to do it, I've figured out a way to lose it.
Okay. Thank you, Hugh. Another one of my secrets.
I like
was
secrets.
Cobia fishing. Hey, I didn't have too many. Maybe 3, 4, 5,000. That's all.
The one secret I want to know is every morning when I saw you go by the bar pier, and I'd see you sneak right up on the beach right there.
Sure. I would go sneak right up on the beach, and what guys, the ones that y'all missed, I'd just pick them off.
Do you think that we missed a fish standing on the pier when you snuck right in there?
Come on, you never seen me. The only time I ever went by the bar pier and pulled close enough to where somebody could hit me with a jig was when Carl Jones used to call me in. Come here, Frank. Yeah, okay. Don't let him throw at me. But I've owned 15.5 footer, a 24 footer, a 30 footer, and a 36 footer. And the last one was the best I ever owned. 36-foot Rampage. But every boat that I ever owned had a white bottom. Think about it. Some big old dark clouds, them big old boats out there painted blue, green, black, or whatever the hell other color, driving over a bunch of fish. What you think them fish is going to say? Get the hell out of Dodge. Mine was white. They come up and want to see how big that ray was. That was no secret. Everybody in the boatyard knew I did it.
Well, it's probably a secret to most of these people. Tell me why would you have it painted white? You said a ray. What's the secret to a ray?
Oh, they love them rays, man.
What kind of rays?
Any kind of ray, especially a leopard ray. Cobias love them rays. I can't say what I want to, but they hang around them.
Right. Well, cobia are basically trash fish, and they eat anything: catfish, stingrays, eels, jigs, whatever. They're scavengers, and they love to follow other fish like big manta rays and eagle rays and sharks and headfish and whatever. If you see something odd during cobia season, make sure you go look at it. In a little while, we'll talk about fads.
Yes. I had my own fad for a long time.
All those things that you see out there, basically sharks, rays, whatever, they all have white bellies. And it's more natural to that fish to see that white bottom vessel than a dark bottom vessel.
Hey, I never floated what you call it?
Fad.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I never made one stationary.
I got you.
I had my own fad that I carried around in the boat with me, and I would drop it off wherever I wanted to. Then I'd go back and pick it up. I had the people out on at the end of West Hollywood that makes these low boy coolers.
Magna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can buy 2-inch thick styrofoam, 4x8 sheets, white. And I used to have 2 of them tied together, and I'd drop them off out there someplace, that little old orange balloon on top of it, and I'd go back and check them every once in a while. You'd be amazed how many cobia I caught off of that. Fad, it just drifted along. I didn't have an anchor, it just drifted. And it got to where, instead of having 4 or 5 boats fishing between Destin and Pensacola, they got to be 150 to 200 boats, and everybody started checking out my fads. I said, the hell with that, I'll take them back home. So I don't use fads anymore. But they was good for a while. You set them off the beach. Another thing, on the Panama City in Pensacola, if you look at the map, Panama City sits over here, Pensacola sits over here, Fort Walton sits up here. We're almost 3 miles inshore of Pensacola and Panama City. It's a big loop in that beach. That's why Pensacola catches the first fish. Normally on kind of the way the rips run. In the last 7 or 8 years that I fished anywhere from 1.5 miles to 2 miles off the beach. I'd go out there and find me a nice rip. I'd stay on the inshore side of it, and that rip would hit the pass in Pensacola. And you will be amazed at the fish that you catch on either side of that rip going west.
I'm one of the people that if I get to drive the boat while we're Cobia fishing, you're probably going to get to see the sandbar twice. Once when we go across it in the morning, and once when we come across it in the afternoon.
That's the one that runs north and south. I'm talking the one that runs east and west.
But any of the sandbars, I don't fish up on the beach. I stay out in deeper water. If you were just going to go on a normal day's Cobia fishing, how deep a water do you want most of our anglers to fish in? What's the closest, how shallow, like 12 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet?
I have no clue because I never looked to see how deep the water I was in. I mean, I could see cobia in 3 foot of water just as good as I could see them in 50 foot of water. The only thing difference to seeing them in 3 foot of water and 50 foot of water is when they go down, they'll go all the way to the bottom and they come right back up. And normally, in 8-10 foot of water, that's a distance of maybe 35 or 40 feet. But when you're out there in 50 foot of water and you see a water fish and they go down, you can count almost a quarter of a mile before you see them again. Because they go all the way to the bottom and then they'll start gradually coming back up. That's why a lot of people that fish in deep water can't find fish out there. Because when they do find them, they overrun the fish. You gotta, patience. That's what it takes to catch cobia, is patience. And you never, you see, some of these people that go out there in boats do not have a clue. Oh, baby.
None of that in here.
Say that again real loud. Yeah, the spread on.
Some of these people that go out there in boats do not have a clue. Hey, run up the beer, get the rod, let's go. There are 2 things that you didn't take on my boat. That was beer and booze. I went out there to fish. I didn't go out there to drink. And some pretty good fishermen used to fish with me. Got to where, well, I can't take a 6-pack of beer, I won't go with it. Well, good for you. I'll catch just as many fish without you as I did with you, so what the hell?
Sorry, I can't.
But, what did you say?
What did I say? I wanted to know how deep the water I was going to fish in. I wanted to know how deep the water was going to be that I was going to fish in.
You was talking about deep water.
Yes, sir.
Well, it really, now for me, if I was out there fishing, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know how deep the water was, but I would find me a nice rip that runs to the west, and I'd follow that rip. It might be 40 foot of water, it might be 20 foot of water. I never had one of them things that you could look at and say, oh, there's 22 more feet there to go.
So you don't worry about necessarily whether
fish, man. I didn't want to know what the hell was on the bottom.
So you don't really worry about whether the water is really clear up on the sandbar or in the green water or that blended color of the dark blue water.
Didn't bother me.
What about on a day when
The
it's
only thing, there was days, hello? See,